Hey guys, this is Andrea from And in Wonderland, How to Experience the NDIS. Welcome back to the channel. So guys, behind the scenes, this has actually been one of my most requested videos, and I'm really excited by that fact, guys. There seems to be a energy and enthusiasm building for people to just get help from someone who has lived experience navigating the NDIS. So that being said, guys, please take a brain with you that work with the NDIA, your support workers, your planners as well. Guys, do your own homework and research. Okay, thanks guys. Now, that being said, it is my journey to get on the NDIS itself, and let me tell you, it was one hell of a ride, and it's a ride that I'm still going through. So guys, it was not easy. It was back in 2017. We'd heard about the NDIS going through to Toowoomba. So over 2018, 2019, I had a series of massive seizures. And shout out to Epilepsy Queensland, who supported me emotionally through that time, as well as my family. But the challenge was that, being in a regional area, the assumption was that people would jump to move to areas that had built the accessible housing. There wasn't a lot of thought given to the fact that people might not want to leave family, friends, or existing support networks. Thankfully, guys, this has all now started to change. So I knocked on several agencies' doors, and the response was, unless you've got NDIA, don't bother. And that's a hard one to hear as well. And so, guys, I went through several agencies. I ended up paying out of pocket for occupational therapists to do a full functional capacity assessment. Also paid for a psychologist to do some testing, a psychological report on me as well. So these formed what they call evidence as well. So guys, and it was actually through the NeuroSpark program, which is a collaborative program through MS Queensland and Epilepsy Queensland, that supports people in regional areas living with neurological conditions or disabilities, that were able to help and support me navigate the process as well. So initially I did get knocked back. I used the Queensland Community Access Program once a week to be able to get out of my parents' house and essentially have some respite from them. But during that time I did have family and friends who were willing to take me out of the house, as me just tagging along while they're doing their groceries or doing school pickup, things like that. But then it was the second time that I put evidence in, because the first time I just went to my GP and my neurologist, and the NDIA said that we were all medical conditions, not a disability. So guys, I have been down that road, and this is where there is a very grey area of the health related supports, and there is a video coming on that one around health related supports. So, but back on the story, that MS NeuroSpark were really able to write the report with the key wording to get me a package, but me being me decided to move out of home without consulting anyone. So guys, I do have a what I wish I knew when I got my first package video. It's in the playlist. I would highly recommend people look at that one when they get their first package as well. But the key takeaway is that it is not easy. That there are now some amazing advocacy services. There's Queenslanders with a Disability Network. There is Task, which is amazing legal service. There is some support coordinators that will do pro bono work to get, and then we'll take it out of your plan. But please be aware of that. And so then I moved out of home. I had what was called drop-in supports, but then I had to move due to some structural issues in that unit, and COVID hit. I took a hit to my mental and physical health, and I realised how bad of a decisions I'd made, and did a massive fess up to my family, friends, support workers, got declared and I had some seizures as well as that time, and got declared a fire risk, and so there was no other option for me to move back into the family home for 18 months. I'm now in more appropriate accommodation for my age group. My parents are able to look at transitioning into a smaller place as well. So guys, it was NeuroSpark and advocacy services that knew the key words. And guys, there is some brilliant resources, particularly on the NeuroSpark website, about preparing for a planning meeting as well, and the wording you need to use to be able to stand up to your local partners in the community. I see you in the next